at Steve's bed, the sink. Nice day out there. Let's go check it out. T-Rex is still getting an escort down the stairs since his injury. We should have a cat coming around the corner any second. There he is. Let's see if he doesn't trip us while we're going down the stairs. Oh, he has his eye on something. But T-Rex is always the first one out the door. Gorgeous. What is it? 8:16 on July 21st. 75 degrees outside, 77 degrees inside. Yeah, it was kind of sticky. Full moon today. It's called the full buck moon. The barometer came down and is now going back up. We've had a little bit of a disturbance go across the atmosphere. Gotta grease that door. A little bit of a disturbance. I call it upper level energy when it rains, and I'm not sure why. Yesterday in Willimantic, Connecticut, it rained, about quarter inch. You look at the Cocoa Rods, though. Manchester, Connecticut, yesterday, a sprinkle, TK, a sprinkle. 0.6 of an inch of rain in Manchester, Connecticut yesterday. How come? Well, let's see. I love that expression Severe Storm Prediction Center used last week when we had those severe storms for really not much reason at all. They called it a low amplitude short wave trough. The word wave, so universal. Hey, can you see me in Boston? Wave. Hey, Darius and Eunice at Marconi this morning on Cape Cod. Do you see anybody riding a wave? Usually waves are associated with water. There's a flag waving in the wind. We have some ripples of waves, both on the water and the boats. If you watch my time lapse, the boats go back and forth. Everything works in waves, and I'd say today is the wave edition of Out the Door, Weather, and More, because we're going to talk about them coming from the sky, on the roads, in the atmosphere. Electromagnetic waves coming from the sun. Do you know one of the most confusing things about waves, what Albert Einstein learned, is that a photon moving the speed of light, next to a photon moving the speed of light, each one looks like they're moving the speed of light. Why is that confusing? Well, if you're in an automobile and you're going 70 miles an hour, next to an automobile that's going 70 miles per hour, it looks like you're both moving at the same velocity. But that's not the case with the speed of light. Anyhow, even photons, that's electromagnetic energy coming from anything from a radio tower to a lightning bolt. Those are sound waves and electromagnetic waves, sight and sound. Anyhow, photons come in varying wavelengths and frequency, and red light moves a little slower than blue light, and that's why colors separate when they refract. So when sunlight goes through ice crystals, the refraction causes a color separation. And in water, the same thing, and you can get 22-degree halo around the sun like we all saw on Cape Cod yesterday. And also this one below it, which no one's really explained to me yet, the refraction of light waves off of ice crystals much lower than the 22-degree halo. Anyone know what that one was? Anyhow, that's mostly for the and more. Sorry, I just get off on these tangents. You know, Sunday is the day to not be in a hurry. And anyone that is in a hurry knows better than to watch one of my weather videos, because who knows what I'm going to be talking about. Full moon last night. Rob Wright, Whaleback Light, Newcastle, New Hampshire, saw the moon rise. The sun comes up and the moon goes down on a full moon, so the moon's gone for now. And also the tide. The ocean's moving waves globally too, and the tide is incoming. When you have a full moon or a new moon, it's high tide at midday and midnight. So low tide at sunrise and sunset. When I got out of bed this morning, well, briefly, to start my day around 6 o'clock, it was almost totally cloudy here, and now it's totally sunny here. Sunburn factor suddenly a 10 out of 10. Here was the satellite image earlier in the day, and you can see the cloud layer across southern New England and another one across northern New England with some smoke in the sky. We have dual fronts this morning. The radar even showed a little action. There were downpours actually in Buzzards Bay, but they were tiny. Leftovers from yesterday's upper level energy shortwave trough. Did I give my shout out to 1 Degree Outside, Matt and Danielle Noyce, for doing such a great job? They had forecasted on their 1 Degree Outside app that it was going to rain in Connecticut yesterday. Well, most of us said a sprinkle. They showed downpours. Well done, Matt and Danielle. And like I said, you can meet Matt and Danielle at the Trillium function we're having for the Blue Hill Observatory, Trillium Brewery on Wednesday, July 31st. Hope to see you there. And also, while we're on Blue Hill Observatory, I'm teaching a course this week called Launch Your Weather Career. And I talk all about, of course, what is wind, what is time, what is a pressure gradient, what is the forecast, TK? Well, there's a front in northern New England. Here's the surface map this morning. Look at the temperature in Ontario. 39 degrees, 36 degrees this morning in Quebec, not that far north of New England. That front is coming south as a backdoor cold front, but the 7 o'clock map in southern New England showed a dew point back up to 70 degrees from New Bedford to Nantucket. So it was not that comfortable a day working outdoors, and last night was kind of stuffy. So we're going to have the collision of air masses. Air from Canada is coming south, and air from the southeastern United States is coming north, and things are going to go downhill. So enjoy your Sunday. No downpours today, right? There are a couple of showers on radar, though, with that front in northern New England, but I don't think downpours. The air is coming from the west right this second, and it's going to come around from the north and then northeast in Boston. The latest Euro meteogram on weather.us no longer calls for 90 in Boston today. It says the front's going to come in at 1 o'clock, and the wind's going to come in from the north and then the east, and the temperature's going to go from in the 80s into the 70s by sunset this evening. You'll be tempted to shut your windows. Well, you'll be tempted to grab a sweater, I guess is what I should say. What was it, Rex? Because it's going to turn cooler. Now, initially, that's going to be cool, dry air coming into New England tonight. So that should be very comfortable. Look at the catamaran peeling through the surf off of Wessagusset Yacht Club in the no wake zone. No wake is he's abiding by the no wake guidelines. So tomorrow's not too humid. We're going to have dew points in the 50s to low 60s tomorrow. But if you look at the map, forecast map from Weather Prediction Center, all of a sudden, instead of having dual cold fronts pressing south, now you get dual warm fronts lifting north, and that's going to bring the humidity back. So by Tuesday morning, we're back with a dew point near 70 degrees in southern New England, and that air is trying to drive north at most levels of the atmosphere, but running into the cooler air, which is more dense at lower levels of the atmosphere, and it's a clash of air masses, and showers and thunderstorms are going to develop, if not tomorrow in northern New England, then everywhere on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So let's go to the Euro on our pivotalweather.com. Try and keep this under 10 minutes, Tim. There's our quiet Sunday into Monday. Showers getting close. Now we're going to have waves of low pressure coming along, dual stationary fronts in southeastern Canada and in southern New England. And if you're on the north side of the warm front, you're just kind of cool and wet. And if you're on the warm front in southern New England, now you're getting wet, and it's very sticky with temperature in the 70s to near 80 and dew points in the low 70s. And impossible to place or time, although I'll be checking 1 degree outside. These showers and thunderstorms that are continuing right into Thursday and Friday, late in the week. And next weekend is looking good. So if you have off and on rain for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, usually your Saturday and your Sunday are going to work out. So not the best week for vacationing, especially in the mountains and lakes regions. I think the south coast of New England, other than the fog, has the best chance of staying dry. And then late in the period, it does look like it's going to get hot and humid across much of the nation. No longer see the 588 thickness there on day 10, but the 582 in the middle of the nation. So it could be in 100 degrees in the middle of the nation, and that'll be on our doorstep, but I don't think it's going to get here before August 1st. So many things I wanted to talk about. QPF, oh yeah, I should mention that. The rainfall amounts look like they're going to be in the order of a ½ inch to 1.5 inches or 2 inches in New England. But look at that real heavy plume from the Gulf of Mexico, tapping the Gulf of Mexico to just south of Nantucket. Could Nantucket end up with the most rain this week? We don't think so, but that's what the Euro model says. That's closer, and also across southern Canada. All right, the viewers are so helpful here. I don't know why I called this switchgrass yesterday. I just remember my friend Greg Urquhart when we were mowing a long time ago. I think he called it switchgrass, so I just picked that up. But it grows very fast. So there's this person on, this is Nutsage. Nutsage, thank you. I can't remember everyone's name, but I love the comments for pointing out that this, Paul, saying this is Nutsage. And so I went online, watched a video. The lawn engineer, I think that's what he calls himself, says, yeah, you don't want to pull this out because that makes it spread. I've heard that one before too. He says, you got to get this herbicide called Sedgehammer to get rid of this, if you're into that. Where are you going? I don't think so. And also all the comments. Yeah, I know my dashboard lights are all messed up, but the car works and it's got an inspection sticker, and I'm not buying all new sensors. What else? Who was it? Says call it the HRRR when you talk about the HRR. Duly noted. I'll call it the HRRR. I should have used that yesterday probably, huh? And it's not Worcester, it's Worcester. Is that what you want me to call it? Worcester? Or is it Worcester? What else? I don't know. I love all the comments. Thanks for all the comments. Keep them coming. I try and memorize them. This is all unscripted, one take, unique, hopefully informative. Now I'm going to go off on the waves. What is a wave? A wave, well, it's energy moving through time. And if you have differing sources of energy moving along at the same location, like say you're on the highway and you're going about 70, the guy in front of you is going about 58, and the guy coming up on your left side is going 100 miles an hour. That creates traffic waves and can cause serious problems. So we're riding the traffic waves. I try and watch them in front of me and behind me and time them where I don't have to use my brakes or my gas. So if I see a tough wave in front of me, I just take my foot off the gas. If I see a tough wave behind me, I put my foot on the gas. And if I see two Porsches racing, I don't know what to do. I put my foot on the gas, and then I just take it off. Kind of look at them with glaring looks, saying you really need to drive 103 miles an hour on Route 3. And Steve's stuck here. And the sky waves yesterday and the work waves on Cape Cod. Yep, this is a long one. This is for people not in a hurry. You want to see my pumpkins and peppers? You've already seen the pumpkin. There's the peppers. There's the dog. There's the cat. Here's the and more. We got home in time for sunset waves. Because blue waves are faster than orange waves during the day, Rayleigh scattering of the blue light off of air molecules causes a blue sky. But when the sun is going down way over there, the blue is all used up over the rest of the United States. So only left is the slower orange and red. That's why our sunrise and sunsets can be orange and red, because the blue is used up over there and over there. Okay, I'm done over here. Talk to you tomorrow. Put on that sunscreen. Serious traffic waves. 15-minute backup at the Sagamore. That's the bad news. The good news is that the guest that just left did all the laundry and made the beds. So those signs are good. They say 16-minute backup, so to get off exit 3 to 3A or not. It's up to a 17-minute backup now. Getting off exit 3, so we'll see if it takes more than 17 minutes to get to the bridge. It's probably going to be about a tie. Is it too late to change my mind? Oh boy. You can't beat it. Whatever. You can leave the house a lot earlier, Tim. It took 14 minutes. So I saved 3 minutes? I don't know. Whatever. Good to see where the business is on Cape Cod. Traditional Saturday morning backup. Traffic wave on this side has just opened up a little bit, but look, just as many people leaving Cape Cod as coming to Cape Cod. It's backed up pretty close to the exit formerly known as 6. Little convection, southerly wind, 84 degrees, M&M, 10:55 a.m. Not just any kind of convection, a special Route 6 cloud where the air is light from the south on the south side and light from the north on the north side as Route 6 goes right up the middle of Cape Cod, entering Yarmouth. Ice crystals up there around 30,000 feet forming a halo. That's a refraction of the sunlight off the ice crystals. That's a 22-degree halo, but then rather rare, and I can't really find the name of it, is the one beneath it. What is this? Is this a circumhorizon type rainbow? Optical phenomena, not really a rainbow, but refraction of sunlight off of ice crystals. Brandon's looking at the same thing as I am. What's the name of it? Come on, optical phenomena people. Here on Fallon's Pond. Ice crystals in the sky, even though it's about 84 degrees. I also get the hawks and osprey kind of screaming around, but we don't have them right now. Inquiring minds want to know. The sky turned blue again. It's pretty much hot and humid. A new road doesn't come with new finish. You gotta do your own hand finish. Looks pretty green from here, doesn't it? A few yards of loam. About 20 wheelbarrows up the hill. Put some seed down, and by next year we might have grass there instead of erosion. We'll see. Arthur Walker Association Day. Till next week, Bass River. Hey, Cape Cod Canal. Sun's getting lower in your sky every time we go by. Yeah, we're heading towards autumn, but not there yet. 2 Porsches racing. Should I get a rover involved? I don't think so. There's a sundog over there. Can't see it. Ice crystals in the sky no matter what the season. Awesome sky today. It's only in the 70s. More sticky though. Porsches ran into a traffic wave. Can't get around the traffic waves, can you? They got itchy britches. The one in the front went by me at about, I don't know, 100. Hey, if I had a Porsche, maybe. There he goes. Pedal to the metal. There he goes. There they go. I want to get their plates. What's more dangerous? Weatherman with a camera or 2 Porsches going 105 miles an hour? Flirting with disaster. Little Molly Hatchet. Sammy Hagar on Saturday nights. Way up there. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna tell you how fast I'm going. Nowhere near as fast as they're going. They're gone. Survived and rode all those traffic waves just in time. And the Fore River. We made it. We survived all those traffic waves, the work waves, and the beautiful sky waves today. I try never to be in a hurry. Just riding those traffic waves got me home just in time to see the sun go over the horizon. Right over Quincy. Sunset's now 8:15. In Boston, we're losing about maybe 2 minutes of daylight a day. And it's a full moon, but we can't see that because it's on the other side of the horizon. Lay us out, Captain Spacetime. Sunday, no plan day. And even sunset's probably going to get better and better. I'm just going to leave it here. Until tomorrow.